Good afternoon, lovely people. I'm here out in this very humid, sweltery, wonderful weather to tell you that the North Napa Neighborhood Seed Library is open. Yay! Can you believe this beauty right here? This has been a dream of mine since about late March, and I'm so happy that I partnered with Lilia Hine of the Buy Nothing Napa Facebook community in order to realize this beautiful dream. And so before I get into showing you how this works, I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I came across this idea. So it was probably about early February. Normally, I'm just, looking for transplants to put in my garden. Haven't bothered with seed, although I have some. But this time I thought, I really want to blow it up big this year. I didn't have a garden in 2019. 2020 is going to be the year that I just go big. I really missed the sense of calm, well-being, the sense of productivity, the sense of resilience that I had in my garden. So I really wanted to go for it this year in 2020. Problem was, I couldn't find many seeds to draw from other than the stores I had that were kind of old, 2 and 3, even 10 years old. No matter, I went ahead, I planted them, they came out fine. But as I started back in late February, March, I thought, I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more because I'm going to continue to do this year after year. So I looked for another place where I could buy locally adapted seeds that were good for growing in this climate. My mailman's coming again. Yeah, I wanted to buy locally adapted seeds that were good for the climate in Napa County in our zone of Zone 9B. I couldn't find too many. There was Rebecca's Garden Seeds down in Felton, California, and then there was always something that I could buy way out in the Midwest. But I thought, no, that's not going to work for me this time. Meanwhile, conditions around the COVID-19 pandemic were heating up, and I thought, I've really got to figure something out here. I stumbled across the fact that Richmond has a seed library, a seed lending library. And I thought, what is that? What's a seed lending library? They have seeds in a catalog that they have collected and stored in their local main library for anyone to use, which means you can visit the library. Well, you could up until a point, but the point is you can visit the library, you can choose the seeds you want to borrow, you plant those seeds out, you grow them up to full maturity, you collect the seeds if you've gotten some, and then you bring them back to the seed library. It's as simple as that. How cool is that? I said, I want to go visit. Turns out my lovely boyfriend, Jeff Hagar, he lives in Richmond. So I said, let's go to this seed library next time I visit. Then everything got shut down because of the pandemic. So, we couldn't go. I went online again to see what other places might have a seed library. I thought, well, maybe Napa has one. Turns out we don't have one. Oh my gosh. So what to do? Well, the only solution in my mind at that point was I was going to create a seed library. And from a lot of support from a lot of wonderful people, Jeff, my daughter, my mom, and so many people that I've met along the way, today is the day that this seed library has been established for my neighborhood and those who are living here in this North Napa area. This seed library is located at the corner of Tanglewood Way and Tanglewood Court, and it's free for you to come visit. So now I want to show you how to interact with the content and the purpose around this seed library. It's here for you. Look at that. All right, come a little closer and I'll show you. The contents of the seed library are simple. It's just a beautiful collection of different seeds. Fun seeds, easy seeds, vegetables, and flowers. So here's where you find out just the basics about our seed library. I hope you can see this well, but basically it's about borrow. Choose the seeds you want to plant. Use the scoops and envelopes to collect them, take them home, watch them grow. Grow them up until they're fully ripe and ready to harvest. Harvest your fruit, veggies, and flowers from the healthiest and tastiest plants. Collect your seeds and then return them here to share with others. So there's a few initial instructions here about how to donate. Make sure the seeds are dry and clean. Use our donation form to tell us about the seeds. Place them in an envelope or other container, and then place them here in our donation box. I will come pick them up, sort through them, make them available, and enter it into a database of some of the seeds that we have in our collection. And here's just a simple example of the donation form which I filled out. My wonderful friend Debbie Stevens, who lives very near me, who you might know as the Worm Lady, she donated these black oil sunflower seeds that she was growing in her garden this year. Last year, she donated different types of sunflower seeds from me. In any case, what she did for me is tell me what it was, the scientific name, what the variety was, where she got them. Of course, this is just an example. It's not really what Debbie had filled out for me. Whether or not they were open, pollinated, or heirloom seeds, more about that in another video. And then a little note or some stories about what it is. In this case, I just provided this example, so I put my name there. It's really that simple. This is a simple concept. It's the concept based on realizing that we are very abundant people, that we are very generous and can share, and that in partnership with nature, we can really stay resilient, healthy, and generate feelings of well-being among us, because that's just naturally who we are. That's just naturally what the earth provides for us. So I hope you enjoyed this mini introduction to the seed library. You'll see more videos to come. This is going to be an ongoing project, and this is the second seed library that's been established in Napa. The first seed library was established in May. At the same time that I was getting my ideas generated, a wonderful new friend, Lilia Hine, who administers the Buy Nothing Napa Facebook group, came up with the same idea, and she established hers in Browns Valley in May. And so I am so glad to be partnered with her and connected with the community of the Buy Nothing Napa group in order to bring this second one and more into Napa County. We still have the goal of bringing the main collection into the Napa main library, just as the Richmond Seed Lending Library does in Richmond, California. And so stay tuned for progressions as we move ahead. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I am ecstatic to bring this information to you, and I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of your Sunday and a beginning of next week. Stay cool, stay grounded, and keep growing. Bye now.